Back at it again, the inner circle, real people talking about real things. I go by the name of Rodney B. Moore, aka DJ Supreme. I've got my gracious host. What's today's episode? August 27th episode. We haven't done an episode since like August the 3rd. So welcome back, Avita.
Hi guys.
Introduce yourself. Tell them where they can follow you and all that good stuff.
I'm Vita. You can follow me on Instagram, Roasty_Perez, and you can follow my Facebook, Avita Spencer.
And we've got Gibby the Great. You've been on vacation / world tour the past couple weeks, man. Give us a little synopsis of where you've been.
Girls tour?
Yeah, I was gonna say that to him too. Is this your world tour or your girls tour?
I'm very bougie now.
Okay.
I'm cultured. Nobody told me. Take time giving up. But look, Chris Gibbs, MM, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. Follow me on Facebook, Chris Gibbs. I got content for days. Fuck with me.
And anybody who's wondering why this looks weird, some people are looking on the live chat right now. Big up to the live chat. Nick Kessler, what's up with you? Raheem, what's good with you?
What up, live?
Adona Lee, what's good with you? And for everyone else looking in this video, this is going to be post-show. Salute to my guy. Shout out our director this evening.
Yeah, shout yourself out, Els.
It's your boy Els McFly.
They don't got to see you. They just
we
got to
put
follow
up a
you.
picture of you in there when we do that.
Follow Els McFly. That's your Instagram, right? Yeah.
But like we
it's
said,
your boy. You know this story. It's your boy. Right?
It's your boy.
Grown-ass man, right?
Oh,
He 43 behind it. So it's your boy.
It's your boy. All right, so we got a couple hot topics to talk about this week. We're going to get the proceeding this evening. We're talking about the thing that's been on my timeline for about 3-4 days. This Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Goddamn sandwich.
That
we all been promoting for free.
I didn't eat. Have you eaten the sandwich?
I haven't
yet?
eaten it yet.
Have you eaten the sandwich
Of
yet?
course, I enjoyed it.
But I've
What
mentioned
think?
it though. That's all it takes.
I mean, the sandwich is definitely delicious, but I think it's more than taste. It's more of like a trendy thing.
Mm-hmm,
you know what I'm saying? Everybody got the sandwich. I have to be the next person to try the sandwich and post my picture with the sandwich. I love it. The spicy is fire. The spicy is fire. I can't even hold you
But wait, I have a question though, because like you know when shit first come out, they be like mass pushing that shit out. Is it like crispy? Is it like it was good?
It's very crispy. You know what I mean? Like Popeyes.
That's my worry. That's why I want to wait, because I don't want my shit getting soggy.
I was never really much of a chicken sandwich kind of guy.
Me neither, but it gotta be like on
rice.
point.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I take a burger between some bread.
Right.
The minstrel show that I saw online made me not want to participate in the Popeyes chicken debacle. I'm sorry. Like some of y'all are ridiculous. Like ridiculous. Martin Luther King did not sit on the back of that bus for y'all to be out here wilding out over a chicken sandwich. Like,
like brutal.
I mean,
I don't even
want
want the chicken sandwich if you got to fight at Popeyes in the line to get
all
a
right,
chicken
well,
sandwich.
Chris, since you're the only one that tried it, which one is better, Chick-fil-A or the Popeyes one?
It's not better than Chick-fil-A.
Nah?
I'm not going to say it's not. It's not better than Chick-fil-A, but it's something new.
Right.
It's refreshing.
Right.
Just like, you know what I mean? We got somebody like, you know what I'm saying, like Beyonce. You know what I mean? We're so used to Beyonce that when you get a new artist,
compared to chicken
you know what I'm saying?
sandwich,
When you get a new
Beyonce,
artist,
bro.
something that's different from what we're also used to.
Like
you know,
a Nicki
new,
Cardi situation.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't really compare the two. They go in two different directions.
Some of your behavior.
I feel like y'all being
I'm
difficult.
gonna try it. I'm gonna try it.
I think that the fact that y'all still have not tried the sandwich says a lot about y'all personality.
What
does it say, Chris?
Difficult.
I'm afraid that I'm gonna get there. That's gonna be like, cause it always be such a long line. I'm like, I don't want no like pushed out all fast and shit ass sandwich. Like,
I'm with Kat.
I want that shit to be on point. So I'm just waiting for the shit to die down, and then I'm gonna go try it. But right now I'm good.
I'm with Kat. That's all I gotta say. I'm with Cap on this one. Like, I don't even want the chicken sandwich at this point in time. Like, this is
I want
anytime chicken sandwich is making people fight at the store, I don't want no part.
Is that some of those videos are like other shit though, and they're trying to like make it seem like it's all about the chicken sandwich. But
I don't know, man. But what else we got going on this week?
Alright.
It's enough free advertisement for Popeyes.
Y'all want to talk about the Amazon fire? Because that shit is weird to me. Like,
yeah, what's your thoughts on the Amazon fire? If you don't know, you're not familiar with the story, there's a bunch of fires going on Amazon. They say like 40% of the Amazon is burning right now. Some of these fires are intentional fires. Some of these fires are natural fires. What's your thoughts on the Amazon fires?
But they said people like I think I read today that there was like over 1,000 people that just again, like within the past couple of days, like set more fires. But I'm like, what is this all about? Like, from my understanding, I feel like their president or whatever. Well, they're saying that the president is behind it because he wants that land. But I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
can see that being a thing.
land. I think it's fishy because more recently, the big oil corporations just was in a lawsuit with the indigenous people, and the indigenous people won against oil corporations. So they basically promised them land. I think that there's something fishy, but honestly, like let's just keep it real. We don't care about trees and shit.
Nah, we got to though. I know we don't. I know we don't. But
understand that we have to. But if you look at society in a way, what do? We knock down trees to build homes. Yeah. We knock down. It's to the point now where the world has taken away our ability to live off the land. Mm-hmm. Like if power was a goal and we had to go outside and go hunting and go fishing, you don't even have nowhere to hunt. There's not even a natural domain. So even though it's messed up,
I mean.
There's no place to hunt.
Where would you hunt right now? If all the
upstate New York,
trees and deers and stuff. Always,
like,
what are you talking about?
You think so?
Can I jump in here now? Yeah, how often do we see? How often? We don't even know how often fires even happen out here. Fires are a natural thing, and nature is equipped to grow back after fires. I think this is the fake news media. Making a big story out of nothing. Stuff burns up all the time. We don't know. Like, have you followed the Amazon to know when the fires are going on?
Not until now. Not until now. But I did read that the Amazon is like responsible for like 20% of our oxygen or like some wild shit like that.
The way the world is set up today,
that's scary.
Nothing just happens by chance.
So fires don't happen naturally?
They do, but not at this. Not at this.
How do you know that?
Like even
I don't, but I have a great feeling about it.
But there's people that are specifically in place to prevent certain things. So just like, for instance, if a fire was to break out in this building, that can happen. But if the fire was to last until the whole building burnt down into a crisp, something is fishy. There's no reason why they shouldn't. I can understand in California when you got the crazy brush fire type of stuff. There's no reason why this fire shouldn't have been contained before it reached this level. Now it's reached a level.
How do you know it's not? How do you know 500 years ago the rainforest didn't burn up all the way and grew all the way back to the one that we know nowadays? We don't know that. Fire is a natural occurrence and has to happen in certain forests to rebuild the forest. So I feel like you're making a big deal out of nothing.
I'm not going to say that fires are always a natural occurrence. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that because the majority of fires that we see, especially the fires in California, the majority of them are from humans.
Yo, you know they burn fires over here like every year, annually?
They're saying majority of those fires in the Amazon were like fires.
So it's just saying that this is a natural occurrence. So you're trying to say that lightning struck and just happened to hit a branch.
I'm saying possibly.
And stay lit. Okay, so look. Give us your theory as to how this fire started in the Amazon rainforest.
I don't know how the fire started. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying fire is a natural occurrence in nature, and fire is necessary to rebuild forests.
Fire is necessary to rebuild forests.
But when has it been that magnitude?
I haven't been paying attention enough to know whether it's been that magnitude or whatever it's been. I know
it's huge.
That I don't pay attention to what's going on in Amazon enough to know whether this happens every 10 years, every 20 years.
True.
We don't have enough knowledge or insight or have cared enough about the trees to make a big. So what you making a big deal for now? We don't really need the
knowledge and insight. All we need is common sense. If we look at the Amazon rainforest, if we could look and see that the majority of the Amazon rainforest is on fire,
weird.
We don't need the schematics to say, I think something. No, it's wrong. There's a problem.
Yeah, that's weird.
We don't need
I'm gonna need everybody
I don't think this is natural.
About natural fires that occur.
I will, because this don't seem natural to me. But let's wrap this up. Move on to the next thing.
All right, so what else are y'all talking about? Fires don't happen naturally. Neither does rain.
We didn't say
none of
the
rainforest
needs fire.
That was not the wrap up. We're talking about this specific situation.
Nature, forests need fire.
Forests need
fire. I want you to look it up.
So what was Smokey the Bear for?
Smokey the Bear was from humans going out there and burning up
these natural occurrence fires that you spoke of.
But they happen naturally that you need fires to rebuild brush. Yes, I know that for a fact.
So you...
But we can go move on to the next topic.
So we need fires.
I went to the Western School of Environmental Science and Technology.
And I went to School of the Hard Knocks.
Just to shout out my high school.
And they said when
me and Chris thinking some weird shit.
Yeah.
Preem, I don't know. Preem's on some next level. But anyway, the next thing we can talk about is probably the VMAs because that just happened.
I don't know what happened.
That's all right, live.
Yeah. Anyway, live. We'll be back. All right, VMAs. Did you watch it?
I did watch the VMAs. Did you?
No. I'm not interested.
Yeah, I'm not really into VMAs either. I watched the highlights.
I don't understand how you have
this
video
was a good
music
one.
awards
This was
and
a really
nobody
good
even
one.
watches videos like that anymore. Online.
Do they? I mean, people have millions and millions of views on their videos. I don't know if I'd say that.
A lot of people faking their streams. A lot of people.
Okay.
I mean, there's so many different directions you could go with music. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think you could just have a general music awards and everybody feel. I feel that I'm not represented by the VMAs. You know, like you have somebody like Taylor Swift all over it. I can't name one Taylor Swift song.
Do you?
And it's nothing against her or her. The
VMAs caters to hip hop mostly. Like if you watch that shit, they ain't like all the songs that play in the background and all that shit. Everything is based around hip hop. They had a whole, basically like New Jersey Legends performance. They had like Naughty by Nature. Yep, Redman.
Well, cool.
Queen Latifah.
Yeah, like I didn't care about any of them.
What's his face? The new nigga, Fetty Wap. Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
I didn't really care about his part, but it was dope. They didn't deserve it.
I mean, Redman used to be one of my favorite rappers, so salute to Redman.
Yeah, Red was
but
there.
I wasn't interested in the VMAs, just simple because it's always just some kind of antic Kanye running up on the stage.
It wasn't wild. It was good, but I watched it because of Missy, because she got the Vanguard Award. And she fucking ripped her.
I mean, Missy did her thing.
She ripped that.
I seen Missy's performance. It was solid, but other than that, like for the most part, it doesn't represent the hip hop that I'm into. The hip hop that I'm into with. There's certain artists.
Yeah.
There's certain artists that will just probably never make.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The beat. The VMAs, you know what I'm saying? It's cool.
I don't like the Grammys. I don't like the VMAs. I don't like the American Music Awards. I'm not a
My
award
question
show
is
type
this.
guy. Hot
who
awards.
Is a person,
that's the ones I like.
Or who are the people that are nominating people? Like, I've
That's
never voted
voting
for anything for the
I
VMAs.
I know there's only one. There's like one Best New Artist that the people vote for, but other than that, it's probably like a panel.
No, who are the people?
I don't know.
Because I've never voted for anything along those lines of.
I voted for the BET Hip Hop Awards. I didn't do the VMAs this year. Soul Train Awards is.
So what? Did they send them to y'all?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. So program directors choose?
DJs, program directors, influencers. I mean, there's a bunch of people, but they send you a form and you go online and vote for like I'll show you when the
yeah. Well, you know what? I basically think that whole system needs to be altered.
Why is that?
Because in the last, I want to say, I can't even remember the last time I've seen like selections that really fit what's going on in hip hop.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's mainstream hip hop, there's like the image of what hip hop appears to be, then there's what's really going on in hip hop.
True
you
that.
know what I mean?
Well,
like,
you're gonna get that from everything with movies. Anything.
Somebody like
a
the
mainstream.
The Baby, he's an artist. This past 365 days of hip hop, he has been in tune. Lizzo is cool. But you can't have Lizzo and not have the Baby. That's not realistic.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and there's so many other.
But that stuff is presented to you from a consumer base, so they also go by people who selling, who streaming, so on and so forth. So for you to say your individual perspective of who you think is hot, you don't really have any receipts to back that up.
But it doesn't really go by the stream because you look at somebody like Lil Pump. Nobody that was in the VMAs yesterday gets numbers like Lil Pump. The only person on YouTube to get numbers like Lil Pump, and I'm talking about as far as like being the fastest to get 1 million, he gets 1 million views in 3 hours. 2 hours. And the only person that gets 1 million views,
like
he's still doing numbers. And the only artist to get more views faster was 6ix9ine.
When's the last
Lil Pump and 6ix9ine?
Yeah, I don't even remember. What was his last
Lil Pump hasn't even released any music recently.
I mean, I haven't really been following his latest music, but if you look at his numbers, you can look it up. All his numbers, they're talking about hundreds of millions.
He has to be present now for them to like nominate.
No, he's definitely present now, but the thing is that Lil Pump doesn't fit that standard. They're not going to put him to the forefront. 6ix9ine did things that the majority of the people at the VMAs were 6ix9ine compared to Lizzo. You can't even compare the two.
You don't think he would have been
But
there?
he
though?
doesn't. Of course not. He doesn't fit the standard. They don't want that type of energy. They
Lil
don't want
Pump would have been there.
hardcore.
I think
Takashi 6ix9ine
I think Takashi
would
definitely
have
been there
The
because he's,
MTV
he's like everything they love.
If they were awarded or if they had the numbers or whatever, I don't think that anybody is hating on to stop Lil Pump and goddamn Takashi 6ix9ine from coming. They'd be the first people invited.
So why didn't 6ix9ine get any awards?
He's in prison.
Yeah, well,
What does that have to do
His
with it?
album didn't sell well
Yeah.
because he went to prison.
So is that what we going by? Album sales? Because
I
there's a lot of
mean,
people
that's
well,
part of it.
they look at that stuff though, so you have to take that into consideration. They look
So
at
do they
all
look
of
at
that.
streams?
Yeah.
So who
You
streamed
sure?
more than 6ix9ine over this last year?
XXXTentacion.
He did not stream more
Yes,
than
he
6ix9ine.
did. I got
Well,
to
they
look
didn't
at the
mention him
streams
either.
every
Nowhere.
week, bro.
They didn't even mention him actually.
No,
now that you
look.
guys say that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, think of all of these people that are clearly.
Nah,
like,
I see where you're coming from.
these
with
are,
that,
you know what I
though.
mean? Like the VMA'S don't
and
represent.
to keep it a buck with you, Tekashi 6ix9ine's streaming wasn't really that crazy like that. Like,
You wasn't paying attention.
I look at the shit every
wasn't
goddamn
paying
day.
attention. Who else was doing 5 million views in a day?
Yo, you're looking at YouTube alone. You're looking at YouTube
Yeah.
alone.
No, I'm
I'm
talking
looking
about-
at Spotify, Apple,
talking
about
YouTube,
all of-
everything
And
else.
we could look
Everything.
all that up. 6ix9ine, every time he released a
That's
single,
not
he was
true.
number one
That's
on
not
everything.
True. That's not true,
Being
bro.
number one doesn't
He
matter.
was number
number
one
that
on the
doesn't matter.
billboards.
Number one on what?
Because you could be
Almost
number one
every-
for a day and say, I got a number one.
All 10 of his singles that he released
That's
made
not
the
true.
billboards.
That's not true.
Which single did he release that did not make the billboard?
What
The
single
Billboard
did he
top rap
release?
songs.
What release? Tell me
What
the
was the
singles
last
that
single
his
he
released.
All his songs were singles.
No,
Buddha,
you
Buddha,
talking about?
Buddha.
I don't think
Buddha.
those were singles.
No, they
No,
weren't.
those was not singles, bro.
They were singles.
They were not singles. Like
Why
in-
weren't they
That
singles?
shit with Nicki was a single. And
What's the difference between
I think
a
that's the
single and
last
just
one.
you're
song?
talking commercial terms right now. When you talk about single, that's what a record label releases as a priority to push, to
Right.
move. That's the
And
priority.
he did that for every record
That's
that he
not
released.
the truth.
don't-
Which
I don't
record
agree.
didn't he do that for?
You're speaking record label lingo, and you don't know what
Which
you're talking
record
about.
did 6ix9ine not release as a single? He released his first 10 records
That's
as
not
a single.
true, brother.
I don't think those were singles, bro. I really don't think those were
So
singles.
what's a single in
The
your
only
eyes?
single, the one with Nicki.
That was
And,
the single.
What
uh,
is a single, like the definition?
A single
Basically
is
what
something
he just
they
said.
market and
Something that's
promote.
pushed by the label. The labels wasn't pushing all his music like that.
They
Like a lot of that stuff
weren't.
he was just
He didn't
putting
even
out.
get signed
and,
to
like,
a major
you can tell
label
the
until a
difference.
month before he was about to go to jail.
Yeah, I know. He was a... Okay, so tell me this. Gummo. Gummo. Is Gummo
That
a
was
single?
a single.
That was a single for sure.
That was a late
Yeah.
single.
Now, what makes
What was
Gummo...
his first one?
That was Gummo.
Gummo.
It was Gummo, right? Yeah.
It was Gummo. Now, what makes Gummo a single but Cuda not?
Because that's not what his record label, his parent company decided
So
to
you
promote
trying to say
and
that the
push.
label, fuck them, that he was under, was not pushing his song? I'm gonna get the facts.
No,
and
they
I'm
wasn't
return
pushing
to
that
this
song.
live.
I don't think they was pushing that song.
I'm gonna get the facts, and I'm gonna
Me
return to
and
the
you
group
could go
chat
out.
and hit
Me
you
and
with-
you could go out
Whoa.
right now and make in the studio and make 10 songs, and we're going too long on this subject. But
Yeah.
I need to educate you on what you're talking about, so you don't look crazy out here. Me and you could go and put together 10 songs right now, and we're gonna sit down and say, you know what? We're really gonna focus on this one and make it the single.
Right.
The labels
doesn't-
did that for every
They
record.
did not.
The label, as a matter of fact, tell me this.
I
what
think
label?
a lot of his songs took off,
Do you
Chris,
know what it
but I don't
is?
think they were all pushed as
Do you know what it is, Avita? Like, do you know the label that was releasing his early songs? Fuck them. We never heard of them. Do you know why? They don't have the money. Fuck them isn't going to be able to push the song on the level that Universal can or more. So just because we don't see the record being pushed as strong,
So every song
as
is a
other-
single.
Yeah, that's
Every
then that-
song is a
then
single.
how do you
then.
differentiate
You're
between a
using
single
the
and
wrong
just like
terminology.
That's the way he released his songs. He released his songs as singles.
I think all his music was just
Like, you
popular,
look at somebody
and
like
I think
Chris
that's what's
Brown.
making you feel like they were all singles.
And if you look at somebody like Chris Brown, and whenever Chris Brown comes out with his albums, songs that's on the album make it to the billboards. That don't make them a single. He's not releasing. Now, if he's releasing this song, like you see how Chris Brown had the song Heat with Gunna? If Chris Brown is saying, look, you guys, August so-and-so, I'm coming out with Heat. Heat with Gunna. This is going to be the next. Look,
that's
August,
his latest
all week,
single.
Exactly.
You're saying
now,
the same
6ix9ine
thing.
did this with
He
every
did not.
record. Which record did he do it with?
All right,
did
all right,
not.
we're done with
I'm
6ix9ine.
confused. I don't know which record that he didn't push as a single.
What was the Kiki was not a single.
Fifi.
Kiki, it's another one. Kiki. It's a Spanish one. Bobo.
Oh yeah, yep.
Boo
The
Boo.
Spanish one is not. That was one of his
That
most
was not
successful
the
records.
single.
That was one of his most successful records.
According to who? Chris Gibbs?
That's what you can look it up. We can
Yo.
look. Spanish trap music was doing. Look, if you look at views, you look at the success on the Billboard chart. Anything,
Bro.
that was on the most
All of
different
them are not
charts.
singles, brother.
Next topic, man.
Alright.
Let's just agree to disagree, and I'm gonna come back later and school y'all.
It's not the.
I want
How
an
you gonna
apology.
school me
I
when I
want mine.
actually work here getting
I want
singles
mine.
for the record label?
Well, you know what? You can work here, but I'm a fan of the music. I've been
I
listening
work
to
in the music industry.
And now,
Alright.
what does that? And now, what type of leverage does that give you over my opinion? I don't understand.
Because the industry
He
is
has
a
a
certain
mainstream
terminology
industry
of
leverage.
stuff
Because
like
there's
that.
certain people that I know that have went to school for doing hair, and I know more about hair than them.
It's
Going to
different.
school.
You work in the industry.
If we gonna talk
you would
about
sound
school-
crazy going up in a record label saying, "Yo, all of 6ix9ine songs were single." That's not how it
What
works.
do you call this? You don't call this the industry? I'm sitting behind the camera
Are you-
recording just like you two, talking about music. It's the
Hey,
same
man.
thing.
Cyber
If you was in
bullying.
the studio,
Cyber bullying.
if you was in the studio with these people and recording and with the
I'm
labels,
telling
that'd
you
be
that
different.
single is all about marketing
Right.
and promotion when you say single. That's
I don't
what I'm trying
understand
to
There's
what
a
you mean by-
backing behind
There's
it.
a difference
I don't
between
understand what
having
you
a
mean
song.
by I work in the music industry. Basically,
I work-
you get behind here and you give your opinion on music and you listen to music.
No.
That's not the
I get
music
behind
industry,
them.
bro.
No.
That's not the music
Okay, so
industry.
then what do you do in the
There's
music
a
industry?
marketing, promotion, engineering department.
Like our labels,
A&R
our labels sending you anything on a
sales.
daily.
There's so many
Like
different
that,
sides
yeah.
of the music industry. How many checks
So
do
in
you
order
get from
for
the
me
music
to-
industry?
So in order for me to work into the music industry, labels have to send me
No,
songs.
no, that's just an example. I'm just giving an example of why he can say I'm actually in this and I understand
Because labels,
what's going
and now
on.
you know what's funny? I can literally, if I get it set up, labels is always sending out songs. If I
Are you
was a
doing it right
DJ,
now?
But how much
was
experience
a
do you
DJ
have working
If
directly
you were a
with
DJ,
labels?
you would work in the music industry.
What do you mean working with labels?
I mean, I'm asking how much
Are you talking
experience
about
you have
mainstream
directly
labels, or are you
working
talking
with
about?
them.
Are you talking about
Mainstream
low-level,
labels? Because that's what we're talking
We're
about.
talking about the mainstream music industry and the
Unless
terminology.
you're not,
what-
unless you're not, and we're all confused.
Okay, so what mainstream music labels are you working with right now? That's what I want to know. That I'm not.
Working with or have reached out to him in general.
I'm talking about working with, just, you know what I mean, in general. I'm confused to know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand.
What
like,
mainstream
this is all in the
record
same
industries
That's
work
just
out?
like this.
Reach out to
Look
me.
at somebody like academics. Academics, you know what I mean? Like, what makes him involved in the music industry? What makes him involved in the music industry?
Well, because of his connections. One, he's built himself. Like, he had to establish himself, and now he's an established music industry person, I guess.
He is?
Yeah.
What
he
makes
had to
him
build that.
established? Because
When
he
do you
beat with
get,
art.
do you get a
Because-
check from the music industry?
Nah, I don't.
Okay, that's the difference. He
So you're
gets
saying that
checks
every
from
person-
doing stuff related to the
So you're
music.
saying that
if we
every
were getting
person that's
paid
in the
from this
industry-
podcast, you would be in the music industry.
So you're telling me that every person that's in the industry is getting paid? Because I can show you the fact, and I know that's false. I know a lot of people that's in the music industry just working just
The
for clout,
mainstream
to get
music.
their name
all
up.
right. Cut. This is over. This
Yeah,
topic
yeah,
is
yeah.
over. But I like this. I like
It's-
this.
Oh no, you know what has
Turn
to
up, y'all. Sing that.
be. You know what has to be, and this is real. This happens sometimes. I go through it all the time. Sometimes, whatever, people will look at you and your status and maybe things you might not do. So you know what, Evita? You don't work with the labels. You don't get emails. You don't get that. So you know what? Your opinion on what you give isn't valid because you know what? You don't do these things that I do. If that's the mentality we're gonna have, and carry,
I don't think that's
we
what
can
it
never
is.
learn. Because you know what? Get this.
No.
Get this,
We're not gonna
Evita.
do that. We're
No,
not gonna do that.
he's
Get
trying
this,
to spin
Evita.
it.
Get this. I've never done a head before. I've never
Okay.
done no hair. I never did no braid or nothing. I could tell I'm so deep into the hair and beauty industry, just out here and in general, that I could tell somebody that went to Paul Mitchell for 10 months things that they don't know. And if they was to look at me and say, you know what, Chris, you're not making no money off hair.
That
You're not
don't
doing
mean
no
that you're in the
You're not
hair
gonna
industry,
build
bruh.
Or we not talking about that. The way we got this, when it comes down to like giving opinions and talking about singles above
We're
us,
talking about the misuse of the terminology single, how you're misusing that term. And somebody that is involved in the music industry knows the difference between a single and how a single is worked and so on and so forth.
That's
and
not
you're using it wrong.
That's not where the misunderstanding came. The misunderstanding came when I said these songs are singles.
They are.
You were saying these songs aren't singles because the labels isn't. We don't know.
They're
Just
not,
get this.
They're
Just
not.
tell me this.
They're not singles according to the mainstream music industry.
And now tell me this. And now tell me this. How do any of us know how much fuck them was being?
All right. Next topic's gonna be cyberbullying, and is it a big deal or a real issue that we're having out here? So I think it's real, but I mean.
I think it's real, but
I think people need to.
I think it's definitely an age type of thing.
Yeah,
I think younger people take the internet a little bit more serious than people that are of an older age or that kind of seen the internet develop. So yeah, cyberbullying is real, but you might want to talk to your OG to just tell you to get over it. Like,
yeah, I feel you.
Get off, log off if it's that serious. If you think about committing suicide or hurting yourself or hurting somebody else, it's always a button to log off. Just log off. It's okay. You don't have to listen to Chris Gibbs. Just log off.
I mean, so cyberbullying is literally like a very serious problem. I think it's more serious than something like back in the days, high school bullying. Because there's no way to, you know what I'm saying, escape it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't go anywhere. It's extreme. Like, there's certain things that we, you know what I mean? There's certain things that we have just grown numb to.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
It's nothing.
That's
so you look, 10 years ago, you look at somebody like Jay-Z and Beyonce have Blue Ivy. 10 years ago, like, if somebody would have said, like demeaning things about Blue Ivy, like, oh my God, she's ugly, oh, she looks like a camel with, people would have been offended. Like, yo, how can you talk about a child? In 2019, we have grown so numb that we laugh at things like that. Like, Paul Walker died. There was a meme that had Paul Walker, like, burnt to a crisp in, like, a Disney.
I mean,
and
you've always had people that would do stuff like that. Like, in the lunchroom.
I mean, yeah, like, people would do that, but like I said,
it's
the reach.
The magnitude
yeah,
now is
right?
just crazy.
You know what I mean? The reach. Like,
I get
literally,
it.
like, if you go through the comments, and Instagram, people are cruel. It could be anything. Like, a person could be, yo, you know what I mean? I just found out that I'm dying for cancer. People will tear them up. And those kind of people
I think you always had that element
in
society. You just kind of been shielded from it. Because you think, like, yo, people not going to say it to your face, but it is what, like, people always have something to say.
No, but you know what makes it different, though? The level of public embarrassment. Yeah. Like, if me and you were sitting and you, like, clowning me, whatever, and we just chilling, we all have a nice time, that's different. Right. But if you're clowning me in front of a group of 50 people and everybody's laughing and go along, that makes the
the entire internet.
What happened to fighting back?
That's what makes it embarrassing.
Nah, people do.
I remember a fight, like, you could literally get into a fight after school, and you know what? The 17 people there seen it, they'll probably talk about whatever, that's it.
Right.
You get into a fight nowadays, they'll put it online. It could be 3 years.
The whole internet seeing that shit.
I'm still watching Sharkeisha knock that girl out.
I mean,
I'm still watching it.
But you know what? The thing about that, Sharkeisha, that girl might have deserved what she got. Like, for real. Like, we don't know what Sharkeisha was doing to that girl.
She might have deserved it, but think about it. Years later, after Sharkeisha is no longer bullying that girl, the internet still is.
Right.
That's serious. Like,
Sharkeisha, when the internet you shouldn't have been doing whatever you was doing to make that girl smack you.
No, Sharkeisha is the one that smacked the girl.
Okay.
I don't know the other girl name, but
yo, we don't like. I feel like a lot of things, internet does magnify a lot of things, but at the end of the day, you still have to function in this world, whether you the girl that Sharkeisha got smacked.
People have always had to have tough
people getting smacked. Like, now you just got a camera to record it. Don't get smacked.
But there's some people that are more sensitive than others.
That's true.
Like, yo, you from Brooklyn.
Like, shit
in
is
the
really
80s.
Subjective.
Like, I can't believe you talking like this.
No.
He's speaking for other people, and I get that. I get that.
It's funny that you say that. Like, I'm from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the 80s, like, we were basically taught, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't feel bad.
Right.
You can't feel hurt. You can't feel... You know, it's funny, Kanye was harping on something when he was talking to Trump. He was talking about, like, feeling self-conscious about gaining weight. I've been gaining weight. You know what I'm saying?
You have.
Like,
I saw you in the basketball
court. You know what I mean?
And
it affects me.
What happened to going to the gym, bro?
Shut up.
And it affects me, and I feel like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, we basically,
Reem is a
like,
bully.
being conditioned to be like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, the world is tough, just but
Nah,
that's not
I
the
feel
case
you.
for certain people.
So
like
what
I
are you
said.
doing to change that? Because I
What
saw
am I
the
doing to change
basketball
what?
picture the other day. I'm like, come on, Chris, you was
I mean,
eating
you know
good
what?
out on the road.
You know what? That's my thing. I'm not trying to change my
You
stomach.
gotta be comfortable
get
with
this, y'all.
yourself.
This is a good give me the goat moment. I'm not trying to change my stomach. I'm trying to change my mind.
Yes.
To embrace my
Yo,
stomach.
that's what I'm gonna tell niggas.
To
I'm gonna tell
embrace
niggas
my
that.
stomach. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like,
Yo, you know what? As a matter of fact, you do tell niggas that. Look at the VMA'S last night. Look at Lizzo.
I
Yeah.
thought you
She
were
was down
comfortable
with
with that.
everything.
Chris
Yeah.
was out with the
You know what I
white
mean? But
beat
she-
on. I'm like,
yeah,
yo.
I am. I'm
So how
learning.
can you
Yeah,
feel?
I feel you.
How can you feel like you being bullied because of that when you was
Oh, no, no.
comfortable enough to take your shirt off?
No, I'm not being
He didn't
bullied
say he
because
was
of
being
it. I'm just saying,
bullied.
like, that's an
Okay.
example.
He was
Of,
giving
you know what I
it
mean?
to
Like,
you.
things
Okay.
affect this. Like, things is, you know what I mean? Like, even with Jay-Z and Beyonce, people can easily say, Jay-Z and Beyonce, like, what you care what people say? Like, you guys are rich. So what? Nobody wants to hear somebody disrespect
Yeah.
their child. You're your kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
Real quick though,
Like-
I know Instagram was doing like a trial where they took away people's likes, so you can't see the likes. You can like it, you can see your likes, but the rest of the world can't. I guess they're trying to see they're trying to do like a stop bullying initiative, so people don't feel bad
but
about
you
not
give
getting
people
likes. And shit.
like my whole
Do y'all
feeling
think
with the
that's fair?
whole. I don't. I think you give people a whole lane to really wear a mask and be whoever they want to be online. Like I think a lot of the problem comes from people taking all this online stuff way too seriously. I come from the generation where you didn't even have to have your real name online. Like it was whatever.
Yeah.
So like I think a lot. Like I can't comprehend a lot of this stuff where people take these things seriously.
I can see how that
I've
can
heard that.
affect like high school kids and stuff.
I've heard
like
that before. I've heard people say, like, yo, it's just Facebook, don't, da-da-da. We
People
have to-
always talk shit about
But
me online.
we gotta
Facebook is a
understand,
part of
though.
our life now. So.
Exactly, like it's different. This isn't the old internet.
Right.
This isn't back in the days, Reader Rabbit, Black Planet. You know what I mean? Like you didn't have major corporations on BlackPlanet.com
Right.
setting up the world. You know what I mean? Like
Black Planet.
You know what I'm saying? Like literally, you know what I mean? Like this world revolves around the internet.
Yeah.
From jobs
I don't
to
think
politics
that's true,
to everything.
though.
It revolves around the internet.
I don't think the world revolves around the internet. I
And
think
now,
they
you know
make
what?
people
Really?
think the world. No,
And now, you know what
it
that
revolves
does.
around the
It
internet.
does.
And now you know what you call that? That's the generational gap.
Yeah.
That's
It
not
does.
being in tune with what's going on because you know what?
Yo, the
you
people that
can't
really
remember
run
a
shit
time.
don't be on the internet.
And then you gotta
The
say
people
They
that
got
really
people
run
on the
shit that
internet,
don't,
though.
don't be on the
But
I know,
internet.
they
but
got
you know what
people
you
on
just
the
said
internet.
though? You just now said that you remember a time when you didn't even have to have your full name on the internet. You got to think about it. My girl who's younger than me, she don't remember before social media.
Right. Yeah.
She was a child,
Right.
8 years old, 9, like this. But no, I mean, even right now, like my
Play some
daughter's very
cows.
young. There will never be a time.
All right. She not that young.
No.
Keep
No, but
on
really, no,
stepping.
really, you know what I mean? Like, nah, but yo, no lie, yo. I talk about this seriously because, yo, that generation gap, that's
it's
how you
real.
pull out the
It's
loop.
real.
That's how you know what? There's still dudes out there that's running around with big ass jeans talking about Rakim is the best rapper
Yeah.
ever. They got caught up in a time where they're gone. That's why, you know what I mean? Like, in order for me to stay in tune and stay in the loop, and that's why I say radio. Radio don't stay in tune with, like, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on currently to now. By the time a song makes a radio, we tired of it.
That's not true.
We done
I
heard
don't know
that.
about that.
That's
By
not
the
true.
time,
I think radio will make you tired of a song. But
Radio drives streams. We gonna go back to that. I talked to like whatever's on the radio is whatever's the top 10 streaming right here in Albany.
right.
I don't think radio drives streams. I think radio just picks whatever song is already streaming.
No, it's literally.
That's what-
I could literally
that's
show
what I
you
think.
where this song went on the radio this week, and then the next week it's top 10 Shazams. It's top 10.
And now you know
streams
what?
in
I
the
guarantee that if that song didn't go on the radio, the streams would stay the same.
market. That's not true, bro.
You know what I mean?
We
I
can do
think
with
that-
this all day.
I think that this, I mean, the streams would be going up and radio catch it right here.
If that was the
the
case, people wouldn't spend money to advertise on the radio.
So what's the newest record on the radio right now that's like doing numbers?
The newest record on the radio that's doing numbers. What do you mean by numbers?
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Just in general, like the most
The
recent
latest
record.
song that's probably the fastest growing song right now is probably Rick Ross' Gold Roses. And that came out, what, last week? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Rick Ross. That's the hottest song on the radio?
That's
Segue.
streaming. Streaming.
Since we're getting into Ross, let's get into this Ross album. This who else dropped? Young Thug. Who else dropped? Jeezy. All right, how y'all feel?
I mean, Ross album, Jeezy album, totally disappointed. Young Thug put out a masterpiece.
Ross album sounds like a Ross album. Is that why you were disappointed? Because it's not like...
I'm disappointed because I feel that at this stage in Rick Ross' career, he shouldn't be giving us the same exact music he was giving us.
I don't think it's the same exact music. It's a lot of growing up that came in that Rick Ross album.
Well, content-wise, yes.
Yes.
I don't hear it.
But sound-wise, it's the same.
We hear it growing up.
But I like it. I love Ross album.
Would you want to hear Rick Ross rapping? Like, would you want to hear Rick Ross rapping like Little Tech?
Hell no. I don't. That's why I don't mind it. But I get what he's saying. Like,
I don't want to rap it like that, but give us some more content.
I didn't like the Young Thug album.
I mean, like Young Jeezy is still talking about cooking the brick.
I love the Thug album.
I didn't like the Young Thug album.
It was so much fun.
And now, look, y'all. Think about it, Avita. This is what I was talking about with like the disconnect.
Yeah.
You look at something
like. I don't
like
necessarily think it's a disconnect. It's a personality-based thing.
Yeah, because it's people
I'm not walking around trying to act like fucking.
I don't get it.
As a matter of fact, this Young Thug, if you know what I mean, if you look at the stats for the last 3 or 4 years, he's been one of the top artists. Now look. How many of his songs, you know what I mean, like, would you really call singles or made it to be a single?
London is the #1 song on the chart right now.
London,
no, not
Stoner.
London. No, I mean, we're not talking about, like, Stoner is from 5 years ago.
Homie shit.
And now, look, tell me this. How much music has Young Thug been releasing that we all know that people that never made the radio?
He's got a good catalog.
His catalog is fucking. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard. It's like it's two different directions. You know what I mean?
But some artists are single artists and some artists are package artists. Like, some artists, I prefer their albums over like.
Let's go back to what you said about the generational thing, because I'm only a couple years older than you. But at the same time, you 32? 37. 37. 6 years.
That's about several.
That's 6 years.
Anyway.
Well, I'm still in my 20s.
So anyway, it's about what you can relate to. I don't really relate to what Young Thug is talking about. I don't drink lean. I don't wear dresses. I don't want to wear Chanel. I don't want to do.
He talked about why he wore the dress.
And now you know what? To be honest with you, if you really pay attention to his music, you can relate. But do you know what it is? It's the lingo, the way he's presenting it. It's
not for me. Like, I'm not into, like, that's not what I'm into. My favorite rapper of all time is Big L. So I'm not really checking.
That's what I'm talking about. Generational gap.
It's not generational.
It's a part of it. It's a little
skills,
bit.
MCs.
And now you know what else too? I was talking to my girl about.
And then how can you say generational gap when I grew up in hip hop? Like, I watched all different stages of hip hop.
You grew up in hip hop, but what happens with hip hop is a weird genre. It's like a young.
I think y'all get stuck at a certain.
It's not even that I get stuck. I never like Puff Daddy. I never like a bunch of stuff that came out that was like mainstream popular.
And now you know what?
And Young Thug is the same thing.
The majority of people that are like 37 years old will not like Young Thug. The majority of people that's 37,
I can give you that.
They're gonna like Jay-Z. They're gonna like Nas.
I don't like Jay-Z like that.
The majority of people that's 37, they're not gonna be able to rock with Playboy Cardi, even though he's jumping.
Right.
I like the
listen
Baby.
to Uzi Vert.
He can really rap.
I like the Baby, but the Baby is a rapper.
Baby can really rap.
You know what I mean? But like on a real,
I think Thug can rap though.
That's what I'm saying. Like the generation.
I don't like the weird voices.
And now you know
what? It sounds crazy.
You know what? How about this? Think about this. Think about the panel that's on like the VMA'S, something like that. You know what I mean? Imagine if that whole panel, I'm pretty sure they're not young, 21, 22. They probably got a couple young ones. Now look, imagine if the age of that panel lowered. Will we still see the same artists? Would they still be getting Redman and Wyclef to rap at the VMAs?
They did a tribute to New Jersey. Like, how are y'all so disrespectful that y'all totally blow off the whole history of hip hop and the people that set the foundation, and be so disrespectful
it's about the fact
to say that they shouldn't have an avenue to perform? Like, Redman is a legend.
No, but you know what? In the
Queen Latifah's a legend.
That he's
it was a New Jersey Legends performance.
In the industry that he's in, and in hip hop does not respect the legends. That's it.
I think it does. Yeah.
I think
you look at somebody like look at rock and roll. If you was to get like some of the pioneers of rock and roll, put them in a show, they're selling out. You could get Big Daddy Kane, African Bambaataa, Kool Moe Dee, throw them all in a side bar in Albany. You're gonna still have half the building available. Hip hop is a young person's sport.
Well, we have to look
but
at the
then-
societal features that contribute to that as well.
Like there's not
That's not
dudes running
fair.
around that's 19 years old
But
that's
that's
showing
not
Big
fair.
L love.
That's not fair because all these artists who are coming out who are either our age or even a little bit younger, who they top 5 be every time? Biggie, Pac.
Yeah, no.
All the
Even
people
these
we
dudes,
grew
like,
up on. Like,
these
it's
dudes
not
don't
like,
even-
so I don't think they don't
To be
respect
honest,
them.
like these rappers that are like, look, someone like Kendrick Lamar leaps and bounds ahead of Biggie Smalls.
They
But if
all
you were to try
always
to
name
put
them
Kendrick-
niggas as their fucking who they were listening
That's
to.
because
and they came
like
up
that's
with
what
shit
they're
like that.
used to. And now you know what's funny?
Their influence.
And
They
I-
always name them.
And I know it's funny, like, think about the people that are 10 years younger than us. They're going to say Lil Wayne. They're going to say Drake. They're going to say Jay. They're not going to say Tupac. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you can even get,
But
like,
they
the
might,
new artists,
they might.
as far as, like, Lil Xan, like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, who's Tupac? So this person, like, yo, I don't really rock with Tupac. And they're valid. To be honest, I only liked about 3 or 4 Tupac
This is how
songs.
culture falls apart, ladies and gentlemen. This is how culture just.
What's his name?
it's just
Trippie Redd. His
yeah.
his top 5 shocked me. He had a really good top 5.
But this type of attitude like this, when you totally disregard the people that come and have no history of anything, that's why hip hop sucks, and that's why culture is gone.
No, you don't
I don't
totally
feel like they
disregard
disregard
it.
them, but
You
I
don't-
also feel like the
It's borderline disrespectful
the
what you
senior
just said
hip
about
hop
cleaning the teeth
artists,
of my guy.
the senior hip hop artists though aren't going out their way to work with these niggas either,
Yeah,
or to
it's-
help them with anything.
It's not about disregarding. It's just being realistic on what's hot. Look at somebody
That's
like
the difference
Eve.
between the music and the music industry. People that are in the music industry are trying to find the next big new thing. They're not trying to facilitate what the hell Big Daddy Kane
And now
doing.
listen to
He
what you just
understands
said.
the industry.
And now look, listen, the people in the music industry, you know what they're going after? Like, even think about, like, when they signed Bobby Shmurda. They don't care about us. They're looking at, yo, who are the 16-year-olds listening to? Who are the 17-year-olds?
But then you
Even
also
the
have to
artists
keep
they're
in
going
mind when you
after.
talk about the
Okay?
music industry, you're not talking about people that are even a part of the culture.
So look, get this, yo.
So
Listen
what they're
music
going
industry.
after is a financial benefit.
Yeah.
You're talking about good music and culture.
And now listen to this. The people of the music industry, a lot of them probably older. They probably grew up listening to Biggie and Pac and all that. You know who they're trying to go after? Like the Little Ticas, the Roddy Riches, because
Yeah.
they know, look, this is the lane. That's what's
You're
popping.
speaking
Let me pay
music
attention
industry
to
once
that.
again versus music lover. You're a music lover that tries to talk about the music industry like you know what's going on at these meetings that older
can't-
white people sit in.
You cannot discredit, like, I don't understand, like, the music industry is circled around people like me.
Yeah.
People that love and
That's
listen
like
to hip hop.
That's like saying
that's
that's like saying Walmart is centered around the consumer. No, it's not. It's centered around the products that they have to sell to the
Yo,
consumer.
I guarantee you, if you was to sit a music industry exec right now, and they heard you talking about Big L, and they heard me
I'm
talking
talking about my
Roddy Ricch,
personal favorite.
they're gonna be
Oh,
like,
yeah,
they're gonna be like, you know
different.
what?
I'm
That's
talking
different.
about my personal
All
All right,
favorite.
but wait. Jeezy's album sounded like 2000 whatever when
Yeah,
Superman came
Jeezy
out. That shit- I wasn't
I
mad
thought
at it though.
I thought
wasn't mad at
Jeezy's
it.
album was alright.
Shit was refreshing.
I've
It was
never
bad.
been a real big, but
Yo,
Ross's
that's
album
how
was
old had
good.
it
Ross's
made.
album
no
was dope.
lie, no lie.
I don't know
no
how
lie.
that shit's gonna do
We're
though
tired
now.
of that music from Jeezy. We're tired of that shit. You know what happens with hip hop? Hip hop constantly evolves, and when it evolves, the subjects evolves too. Like when hip hop first came out, they was on some peaceful, everybody, UNITY, who you calling a bitch? And then it, you know what I mean? It's constantly changing. It's going to showboat rap where they talking about what they got to
But who
lean with it, rock with
facilitates
it,
these
rap.
changes?
The people like me
No.
that are not in the music
No.
industry.
No.
People like
No.
me. It's the
The
fans,
people that
the-
get
the
marketed
music
and
lovers.
promoted to.
The music, yo, look, I guarantee you, you could put out a song, you could put out a song. You could have the best hip hop song in the world, but if all the fans are saying, yo, this song is popping, they don't care about you or your song. Keep it. Put that
You
to
could
the
put out a
SoundCloud.
song and I
I
could
agree
put
with
out a
that.
song. My song would do better because I understand music marketing and promotion, and you don't.
You understand music marketing and promotion, the old shit.
I don't.
You just now said Facebook. You just now said Facebook is not that serious.
I said Facebook is.
You said the internet.
You're
That's
mixing my
literally-
personal feelings braces a business thing. Of course, for your business to market and promote, the internet is important.
So just
me in my
thing.
personal life, I don't give a fuck what's going on in the internet.
Is there a chance that at 37 years old that niggas could kind of be out of tune?
Yeah,
What's going on?
Absolutely.
Music industry, not even music. Take it all out, just from marketing in general. The way you market, yo, not that long ago. What was this? 2012. People were still burning their CD. Right. You burned about 100 copies of your CD, and you walking around, you selling. Nowadays, the average person, if you don't have a vehicle, don't even have nothing to play the music in. You don't see people with Discmans or mad people don't even have CD players in their house. Everybody had a big ass CD player in their house with the glass doors and all that. Times is changing. But if you don't stay in tune and pay attention and evolve with it, then you're gonna get lost.
I just want to put this on record right now from what Gibby's over here saying. Last year, 2018, there were more vinyl sales than I want to say CD sales. So with that being said, everything has a cycle, and you never know what's coming around from a marketing and promotions thing for you to totally say, oh, that's the old way to do it. You can always reinvent something old and make it new, and people do it all the time.
So we say all this to say that you feel like Ross and Jeezy is...
Ross and Jeezy, they time came.
I think Ross and Jeezy made albums for their fans.
Didn't Ross do numbers?
Yes, it was
no
album.
No lie. It's not even about their music being out of tune. It just wasn't good music. Quality music.
I disagree.
You can go. Do you know what? Tell me this. If you can't go to that Ross album and pick out 5 songs and be like, yo, these songs are... As somebody like Rick Ross,
I probably
of the music industry,
I probably could after a few more listens.
It's like you got dudes that... Like, you have dudes that's been putting out music, putting out
song
albums.
with gunplay?
The majority of everything, like somebody like Logic.
Yeah.
Logic last album was 10 times better than the whole Ross thing and Jeezy put together.
My God.
Songs with real content. Logic is a child compared to Rick
As long as he wasn't
I wouldn't say that. A lot of songs on the Logic album is corny.
You know what I'm saying? Logic child compared to Rick Ross.
Like
Rick Ross is still talking about coming up the interstate with a brick. We don't want to. You was just doing Bob at the Block. Why don't you do music along those lines?
So you think he needs to mature? I think his music matured a little.
I think his music matured a lot.
Shout out to mature. Like Rick Ross, the type of shit that he was talking in 2012, he's talking on his current album.
All right, so like, love, hate Ross's album. Which one? Do you like it, love it, or hate it?
I don't hate it. I'm not gonna say I hate it. I'm gonna say I'm disappointed.
Like, love, or hate?
Love. Shout out to the biggest boss in the business. I salute you.
I like Ross's album. Jeezy, you hated that one, didn't you?
I hated it. I was trying to go over.
Bream, did you listen to Jeezy's album?
I like Jeezy's album. I'm not the biggest Jeezy fan. I'm a way bigger
it.
Rick Ross fan than I am Jeezy. But I think they put out music for the people that listen to Rick Ross.
Thug, I love your album. Love it.
The album was amazing, man.
It's so fun, like he said.
It was amazing.
It's
and
so
you know
much
what
fun.
else too? Like, you know what Thug did? He put an emphasis on the type of beats. That's another thing
Yeah.
too. A lot of these
This
older
album,
rappers.
did you actually listen to Thug's album?
I glanced
It
through it.
sounds,
I
it's
don't wanna
less
listen
of
to Young Thug.
the theatrical shit that you
It's
don't
not
like,
the
though.
screaming.
So you
and
might like
yeah.
you might like it.
I'm good.
So I can skip that one and be okay.
Yeah, when Young Thug wore a dress, like that just got you
No,
out
but
of
he
my...
said why.
Yeah,
you gotta watch his interviews, man. I fuck with Thug, man.
His name is Young Thug.
I wish we could get him and Rich Homie back.
And now you know what happened? Just like I said, like he didn't even really give it a chance. He said he glanced through it.
I'm not a fan of Young Thug.
Young Thug album. This like the hottest. It's like the hottest project out. The numbers.
What did
Just
like?
a glance.
I guarantee that there's. I didn't hear not one song on Young Thug's album that I have to play this weekend in the club.
Do you like London?
And now you know what that comes. And now you know what that's as well. Like think about like just like Mission and the Dressers. You know what that comes from? Generational gaps. Yo, when I was in high school, 03, 04, 05. We wore our jeans big. If I came to high school back in the days with these jeans, they would call me a faggot. They would call me gay. Now, you know what? Imagine people that I went to high school with now in 2019, they see me with these jeans. Oh, you're gay. No, you're out of tune. There's a lot of things that people, even like the man persons, people from me included, I don't like those. That's not my, but you know what? I can't really judge a person's character because that's what's popping nowadays. Yeah. That's what people are doing. Tight shirts and all that. Yo, I used to wear 5X white tees. I can't even imagine what a 5. And it was nothing. It was regular. I was cool. I was the generational
I
gap.
think the generational gap comes from getting to a certain age and you doing what you like, and instead of what everybody else is doing. If you want to wear jeans that's baggy, that's on you. If you want to wear tight jeans, that's on you. I think that's part of maturing and becoming an adult, liking what you like and not doing what's popular for everybody else.
So can we apply that to what Young Thug did with the dress? He wasn't doing what's popular. He did what he liked.
I mean, we can also.
Why can't we respect it?
I mean, that to me, that's a different thing because that's playing with homosexuality.
Is it?
And it is. When you wear a dress, you're definitely.
So we don't rock with Jaden Smith then. And Jaden Smith is top 10 rappers alive.
What's the difference between wearing a dress and wearing an extended t-shirt?
No, I'm saying. I mean, we don't rock with Jaden.
Neither.
Jaden is cut off because he's nice. He's
I'm
nice. Nobody can take away. So basically, by what you're saying, Young Thug wore dress like once or twice. Jaden Smith got a Louis Vuitton contract.
I mean, I'm not sitting up
to
listening to Jaden Smith neither.
Well, you're also not saying that's why you don't like him.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't like the whole overall personality. Right. I don't like Lil Wayne. So that's just my personal preference. That doesn't mean I'm not going to play songs from Lil Wayne. I like Drake. Drake's cool.
You like Drake? Like, is he one of the top rappers? Like, you know what I mean? You think he's...
Are we talking my personal preference? I would say Drake is probably in top 10. Like, he's not my favorite rapper, no. I think Drake makes good music.
I got him at number 1. That's why I asked. But yeah, top 10 is fair. I respect that. Some people have it.
So, what's the last topic we on today?
That was it.
That was the okay.
That's it. We fucking
That's another episode of the Inner Circle.
That one was heated, man.
Shout out to my guy Chris Gibbs, the music industry executive.
Gibbs and Cream didn't fight, guys.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe next time.
If you don't want your producer all up in the video, all in there, I mean, go see Gibby Records over there.
No, but you know what though? Next time we should fight.
Yeah,
right? That drives views.
We'll set it up.
We'll go viral.
Yeah.
Nigga,
next episode.
Next episode,
Cream and Chris fighting.
I'm not gonna talk tough on this.
Somebody snatch your
I'm not gonna talk. I'm 30.
No, I'm definitely fighting.
I'm 37 years old. I don't fight no more. We just gonna keep it like that, and I believe in my second right amendment.
So it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, we just gonna keep it at that. Avita, shout out your social media and all that.
Roasty_Perez on IG and Snap if you want to follow my Snap because I be lit. Avita Spencer on Facebook.
Chris Gibbs, Gibby the GOAT. Oh man, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, same tag, same handle, at Chris Gibbs, MM. Facebook, Chris Gibbs. Rock with me. Get your hair done by Monty A. Stevens. I had to throw that ad in there. You know what I'm saying? Touch by Monty A. Ye's Touch. We will be in Atlanta October 16th to October 27th. So if you're in Atlanta, stay tuned, tap in, hit us up, book that appointment.
All right, so that does it this episode of Inner Circle.
Oh, wait, hold on. Shout out my man, Els McFly behind the camera. My bad.
Publicize my stuff before you cut me off. Rodney B. Moore, everything. The Supreme Experience, listen 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. right here on Hot 99.1. Those that still do listen to the radio that afford us to all be here.